Good afternoon. I'm hoping this lesson goes very quickly. With the previous two lessons you've had, it really should just be a review. But what the lesson is knowing the difference between sequences, whether they're arithmetic, geometric, it's possible for them to be both, or neither, geometric or arithmetic. Let's refresh ourselves on what arithmetic means. Arithmetic means that we are either adding or subtracting the same amount as we progress through the terms. Geometric means we're multiplying or dividing by the same value as we move through the terms. Both would mean that we either add the same value and multiply by the same value. And we'll talk about both. You'll be like, how can there be both? But it's possible. And neither. It's just some strange sequence that we can't find a rule for. So let me show you how to figure out. The first thing I would always do is start with arithmetic. Arithmetic, I would just say, all right, take any value, any term, and minus the one before it. So minus 196, and then we subtract. So 15 minus 6 is 9. I had to borrow, so 11 minus 9 is 2. So that's 29. Then I'm going to do the next two. I'm going to do 256 minus 225. 6 minus 5 is 1. 5 minus 2 is 3. I got a difference between these two values. This is not arithmetic. So again, I'm just finding the difference between each two consecutive terms, and if it's not the same, it's not arithmetic. The way you tell if it's geometric is you take the ratio. Always take the second one first. So now I'm going to decide if it's geometric. I'm going to go do 225 over 196, and then I'm going to do the next one, 256 over 225, and then 289 over 256. And then if it helps, have a calculator handy and see if those ratios end up being the same value. If they reduce to the same simplified fraction, or if they don't reduce at all. If they don't reduce at all, obviously they're not the same ratio. If they're not the same ratio and that doesn't have the same difference, this would be neither a geometric nor an arithmetic. So let's go to the next one. Again, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking the difference, 168 minus 150. So 168 minus 150 is going to be 18. Then I'm going to do 186 minus 168. Again, 16 minus 8 is 8. 7 minus, that's 18. Oh, it's looking very good to be arithmetic, but let's keep going to make sure. 204, 186. Okay, 14 minus 6 is going to be 8. I had to borrow. 9 minus 8 is 1. Yep, I'm getting the same exact difference between each of the consecutive terms. This would be arithmetic. If I wanted to verify if it was geometric, I would just do 168 over 150, 186 over 168, so that over that, 204 over 186, the next two. Those are not the same, so it's definitely not geometric. This one here, again, I'm going to do negative 5 minus a minus 1. That's going to give me a negative 4. I'm going to do negative 25 minus a minus 5. That's going to give me a negative 20. Those differences are not the same, so this is definitely not arithmetic. But then I'm going to do negative 5 over negative 1, negative 25 over negative 5, negative 125 over negative 25, and all of these reduce down to just a simple 5. Hey, if all those ratios are the same, then this one is definitely geometric. Last sequence, and then I'll let you get to work. This one here, again, what's the difference? What's negative 41 minus 41? Well, it's 0. What's minus 41 minus 41? Oh, that's 0. What's minus 41 minus 41? Oh, that's 0. Hey, it has a common difference. This is definitely arithmetic. The common difference is 0. I'm adding 0 every time. But now let's look at the ratio. Negative 41 over negative 41, negative 41 over negative 41, negative 41 over negative 41, and negative 41 over negative 41. All of those reduce to just 1. So in other words, the ratio is 1. So that one's definitely geometric as well. So this one is both. And the only way it can ever be both, by the way, is if it's a constant, if the value never changes as you progress through the sequence. So if the value is constant, never changes, then it's both arithmetic and geometric. If it changes, then it will either be arithmetic, geometric, or neither. If you have any questions, bring them to class.